Okay then, we should be back on a slight commentary then to support our boys in the tournament. As Teo, 1 minute 17.8. It's a good first lap. Let's have a look to see if anyone could beat that. 22.2, wow. He's on the mediums though, I was going to say, wow. 5 seconds slower. 18.1. Another one of the drivers. In there, 26, and oh, that's another medium runner. So Teo might actually need to improve here. But we're looking at a provisional pole for 13 minutes to go then. So yeah. We're gonna stay quick little stream before the tier 1 tonight. There won't be much commentary in this one. I'll just kind of giving it a nice quiet stream. A bit of commentary, but I won't go full out full out commentary. So obviously we've got the tier 1 tonight. Looking quite good on tier 1 tonight, I'm pretty sure. Let me have a quick look at it. Some tier 2 driver contracts coming out. Just one for Williams and one for a McLaren to finish off the tier 2. Actually, that'll be a full tier 2 lineup, I'm pretty sure. Tails in the pit lane, and Connor is coming out on a lap then. Still thinking 17.8 is quite good, but then Zakopoulos has put a 17.9. So that's not too bad. 17.9. Tier 1 tonight. Last time I checked, we're on about 15-ish. Around about 15. Let me just double check what we're looking at. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16 for tonight's tier 1 race. I think it's about 18 we were on for tier 2. As Connor starts his lap then. Let's have a look. That's tier 2 tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18. So yeah. But Teo, 17.8 fastest lap, 17.9 from Lapolus, but Teo comes straight back out then. Quickly put track map on and stuff then. Got to just stick that on. So I've done 3 laps on those mediums. Just to prove this time, and Gordon actually up to 5th, but that's interesting. He's done 4 laps now on those mediums. GTB Joe. Very interesting. Connor then. Oh, big slap, and there we go, spins. It's not great from Connor, who I think has actually sat second in the championship for this lot. So, That won't be too bad then. That one, that's not too bad then. We're gonna go to tail then because Connor's chucked it at the pit lane. Just quickly having to link it into chat actually quickly. Oh, missed his first sector. Where's the second sector markers down there? Okay, we've got time to quickly chuck it in. We missed the second sector as well, so it's going to be completely blind if he improves. And he does half a second, 17.3. So really nice lap then. That's good. Oh, AMG King has actually gone 17.3 as well. So that looks like it's going to be a very tight pole position time then. Hopefully Connor can stick a good one in there. Where's that chat? This. Connor's about to start his lap then. So, the current championship leader for this is Elliot from Universal Racing. And then Connor, for us, is actually in second in the championship, 6 points behind Elliot. And then George is in third for Universal Racing. So Universal Racing have 2 point scorers, and everyone else clearly didn't actually show up. Or didn't get points, or DNF'd because Tail didn't turn up last time. We sat second in the Constructors. We've got to look out for these Universal Racing guys. Elliot. I'm trying to work out which one they are quickly. Connor's just starting his lap then. Excuse me. And is about to come round up second sector split. 51.5. That second sector. I'm on the wrong chat, aren't I? I'm still on the wrong chat. Third place for Connor, which isn't too bad. I think we'll be quite happy with 2 drivers on the same row. So that is not too bad at all. So yeah. I think we're happy with the third and first and third at the minute. Obviously, there's still a long way to go before the end. I've completely forgot who I was actually looking for then, which is quite annoying. Now we've got Connor. I think it was Joe, wasn't it? Elliot and George from Universal Racing. Universal Racing. One of them's actually streaming. actually don't know who's racing and who's not actually, which is annoying. But we've got to work on our 2 drives at the minute, and hopefully they can have some good times. I think that was like I was saying, we have someone coming in the pit lane, but they're in the pits at the minute. It's annoying how you can't see who's who. But very good from Teo. Top of the timing boards. Obviously, these two have 2 races tonight. They've got Tier 1, which will be in about 90 minutes, actually. So, they have a very quick turnover from this to that. But they've got 3.5 minutes left of the session. None of the top 4 are out, but we're going to go for Daddy Cool. It looks like he's on an out lap. I don't think anyone is actually on a lap at the minute. Or some of them are, but at the back. So we're kind of safe at the minute with Tail for pole position, but we've got to look out for AMG King, who is sat in second, but very close to Teo. Yeah. I can't wait for Tier 1 tonight. It should be very interesting. You know what, I might as well give you a rundown of that in a minute, because they are in the pit lane. So obviously we've got Spain this week, and then we've got Imola next week. I think we're a week behind than normal for these lot. And then Austria, Saudi Arabia, Britain, Portugal, Bahrain, Singapore, USA, Belgium, Abu Dhabi for this tournament series. But obviously our calendar did get released this week, which is also good. We love to see when the calendar gets released. So this race, we actually got Austria as our first one. As Connor actually goes on to 4th, I think this Galetis Nicholas guy has stuck it on 3rd. As Connor has now decided he's time to coming out and about to start his lap. It's only Teo and AMG King who are in the pit lane, but Teo's now actually coming out. Gotta keep an eye on AMG King here, because he might actually miss the bubble, which is very good for us, because that will put our nearest threat not starting another lap, but he's coming out now. So maybe that won't happen, but he's going to be very tight actually to get rounds. I don't think he'll get rounds. I think that's the 117 now, and he's coming out the pit lane, so it's going to be very, very tight for him. As Zach Apollos is actually retired for one of the teams, so that's not good for him. So we have so the calendar for the season: Austria, Portugal, Austria, and then Portugal next weekend. Our first sprint is Spa on round 3. And then we go to France, Britain, Saudi Arabia, and then Bahrain. We have a 1-week break before we get Abu Dhabi, a Japan sprint, Canada, Miami sprint, and then we round the season off with Brazil. But we're going to go to Connor then. He's about to start his lap, and then we'll go through the teams. There have been a few people actually signing on today, actually, so we just got some more Tier 1s who are returns for another season. But we're going to look at Connor then. Fingers crossed he can stick it on that that first row, sorry. I think now that Zach has retired, unless Daddy Cool can stick one out somewhere, he's actually now entering the pit lane, who's done, I think we're actually happy to take his second row. But a purple first sector for Connor then may have a front row. Nicholas is done, so he will not be fighting that front row. We're going to have a look at Teo then. He's coming around that first sector beam around about now. And he's up as well, but it's very tight. AMG King then. He's coming across now, and he's up as well. So he's got the best, actually, I think, up. But 3/10 for Connor. This could be pole position for him. No, it's not. He's spun. Connor is out. He will start 4th. Bit disappointing that. I would have liked a 3rd from him. Obviously, it's not too bad, I suppose. It could be worse. Teo, though, I think his pole position could be in jeopardy here from the AMG King. As he comes now, and it definitely is at the minute, because Teo isn't improving, AMG King is improving, and AMG King is improving by enough to put it on pole. Teo then, final corner, he's got a bit of ERS to use down this straight, and a bit of DRS. Can he improve? Yes, he can. 17-1, that could actually stick it on pole. I don't think AMG King would have enough to get to the line and stick it on pole. No, he won't. It improves, but that from Tail was enough for pole position. So we get pole position then, and I'm very happy with that. Connor P4, a little work to do, but not too much, hopefully. And I think overall we'll be very, very happy with that. So we're going to go through our Tier 1 lineup tonight. And by the looks of it, we're going to start off with Mercedes, who actually have no drivers yet for Tier 1, which is a surprise. So no drivers for Tier 1 for Mercedes. And then we go for the next team, which is Ferrari, who have RCX Oscar, and Dash JQ in their lineup, with McLaren having Teo in their one and only Tier 1 driver at the minute, who's racing now, and then he's going to be racing straight afterwards. AlphaTauri, who have nobody, and then my team, who are Red Bull, we have Light Golem, who's returning for me, and Cobb, who is one of the new drivers that was returning for another season. Same with VLE Term, who's come back for another season after leaving and then joining back again. Dylan again, another one who just joined, leaving and joined back for Haas. Aston Martin have 3 baseman, Williams have Blade, Alpine have Connor, and then for tonight we have 6 Tier 2 reserves, and a few drivers that are Tier 1s that haven't got seats at the minute, probably because I think one of them can't at the minute because of reasons, to do on and off races, so he's just going to put down reserve. This is the big one then. Mercedes in Tier 1 have Arj Kajer and Simon. Red Bull, we have Prodigy. Sorry, go back to Tier 1 because there's some actually who aren't racing tonight. There's 5. So Alpine have also got the Torterra. Aston Martin have C. Lopez. Alfa Romeo, RFA. Haas have also got Tom, and Tom N is at Williams as well. So there's a few more that obviously haven't are racing tonight. And then Tier 2 lineup is by the way of Arju Kajer and Simon in the Mercedes. We're going to formation up quickly. Prodigy, pistol strategy, softs to mediums 6 to 9, mediums to hards 11 to the end of 17. So Mercedes have got Arju Kajer and Simon. Prodigy, Red Bull have the constructor champions from Alpine, Prodigy and Will. Scuderia Ferrari have got Throne Globe and Coffee Machine. McLaren have just Corey at the minute. Alpine have got Dubsy and Rosmegan. AlphaTauri, L Glasses and Alfie. Aston Martin, Cosmic and Chazza Plays. Haas, Sonoris King, Ollie Flynn. Alfa Romeo have Anik Jawar and Will. And Williams have, I'm not going to pronounce that name because it looks like a Japanese one. We have 2 reserves tonight with Lando.G and YN. So we have a fairly good mix tomorrow. I think we have about 18 tomorrow and 16 tonight. So very happy with that. Very happy with all of this. Very happy with the grid at the minute, first and fourth. We wanted those front 2 rows. We got a car in pole position, and we got a car lined up in 4th. So we're very happy with that. Very happy with a few things actually, and that's one of them. So yeah, can't wait for tonight. Tonight is going to be a really exciting race. So then, how will our lot get on? Fingers crossed. It's a good race and it remains clean. Annoyingly, this is the best camera we've got at the minute, but we've got 5 red lights and it's lights out and away we go. It looks like a good start actually from Teo, but Nicholas has got a really good jump as well. Nice broadcast camera there. I don't know. Don't know why they are Connor's up to P3. I don't know why they're ghosting on my screen. That's really frustrating. Connor's up to P3, Tails down to P2, but Connor, I think Tails actually got mediums with this strategy. So, yeah. There's no message saying they've left, so they're disconnected, so we're all good to carry on. Got a yellow flag somewhere. Oh, it's this guy. Just gone off. But we're looking good for a second and third, and maybe it'll come more towards the strategy towards the end of the races. Joe's retired from GTB, and we're gonna get a VSC, I think. Zola to place the crash. It looks like it's on the straight, on the way to the straight, but we're gonna get a VSC, which may change things up for Connor. We'll go then. Big Tail got a little bit of nappy there because he annoyingly went through the corner. It looked like he had to slow down a little bit, but it looks okay for now. Oh, as we just see Daddy Cool there spinning towards the rear, but it was only a spin. Roadrunner looks very quick at the minute on Connor, which is surprising. Yeah, he is using a lot of ERS though. AM King's not had the best of starts from P2. Very interesting start for him. It's 3 places off that start from the front row. Roadrunner's pretty quick at the minute, but he is on soft tyres and using a lot of ERS. Just chucking it all away. There's another spin for the driver, but we're looking happy for a second and a third. And maybe more with the strategy later in the race. Quiet. Okay, it's looking nice and safe for the minute. Roadrunner off first of the penalty lot. Tail, hello. No, he's using a bit of ERS, but fastest lap on the mediums. No! Oh, he spun it. Go, Connor, go. MG King actually got something's happened to one of his Roadrunner. paying attention what happened to him, but looks like he spun, but Tails now spun, and that's changed our race a little bit. And that's actually given Nicholas a nice little gap there. Bit of a frustrating one for Teo. Luckily, Zach Polus is a little bit far away, so he doesn't have to worry about a driver up his rear. I'm going to keep an eye on even though our drivers, I want to keep an eye on battles. There's one coming up here, and it's Roadrunner going up the inside of Shabu Kamara. It's fairly simple. You just got to keep an eye on them in case there's any crashes between them. Connor with the fastest lap then. Tail with a little bit of work to do on those mediums. I think he's the front runner of the mediums. Yeah, front runner of the mediums. Roadrunner's already in, so Roadrunner does 4 laps basically on those softs and calls it. They're very interesting for him. Daddy Cool and SDM are having a nice little scrap here, by the looks of things. And AMG King is actually on the back of Connor now, so we're gonna keep an eye on these two. So obviously, one of them is our driver. Hopefully nothing will come of it. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and it was SDN there who was racing quite hard with Daddy Cool. As we just get a few signings in the last minute then for a few teams. Mercedes have signed Kirby, I assume for their tier 1 lineup tonight, and Kyle has signed tier 2 for Williams. It looks like it's got some relation to Tom N. So that could be interesting, to say the least. But 2 signings then in the last minute. For 2 teams then. Oh, they've already done that. Oh, AMG King has actually got... Oh, Connor's made a mistake. I need to pay more attention to this race. Connor just made a mistake and dropped down to 5th. And then he comes actually for his pit stop. So that's not good for us. I didn't even see what happened. I was too busy and out looking at these driver signings then. It doesn't look like it's Wing. Oh, it is Wing. Oh, so that's a huge mistake from Connor then. He's probably going to need a safety car to change that up. So we have Kirby, a Mercedes, and Kyle at Williams. The 2 signings, just like that. SDN is actually retired, and that's going to bring out a safety. That's going to bring out a safety car. So the people on the mediums, this may benefit massively. That's going to help Teo, and that might help Connor a little bit because it brings everyone closer. So that's really good for us and puts us in a really nice position as well. So in comes Teo, and in comes Zach Polis. Nicholas literally stopped the lap before. It's actually going to be very tight. No, no, it won't. I was going to say it's actually going to be very tight between Teo and Zach Polis. Not Zach Polis, Nicholas, but Teo will very happily take that. Just got to save these tyres a little bit. And that actually means we've got one more seat left at Tier 2. Now that we have Williams sorted, so one more seat, and there is a ticket, not ticket, a contract out at the minute for YM to go up McLaren. I'll accept that or not. I do not know. I'm going to go for the toilet quickly because I've got some time. So give me a second. Okay, I'm back. It looks like Connor's actually going for a second stop to the medium, to the soft, sorry. So that's good. Looking good then. I think we're looking in this lap, it looks like. So we're going to watch if Teo can keep with Nicholas. He should. And Connor hopefully could get up the field a little bit with some fresh softs. I think Tail's biggest worry, Zach Polis. I think that's his biggest worry. I don't think it's these medium tyres, it's Zach Polis. I think it will be Teo, Zach Polis, Connor. Oh, he went then and then stopped, I think. He went and then bucked off the stop. A little bit of a naughty one there from Nicholas, a little bit. And a little bit of weaving, I would say. Trying to break the toe down the straight. But we're all going to go into turn one then side by side. And it looks like Tail should get this done with the inside. But Nicholas fights back to the outside to the inside, but it goes deep. Connor gets up to 7th past Daddy Cool. But Nicholas holds on. It's causing Teo a bit of problems here, and he's going to get passed actually by MG King, it looks like, up the inside. So Nicholas caused him big problems. Oh, and they've touched and they've crashed. I don't know what happened because I was looking at AMG King. The Teo is out, and that could cause a safety car VSC. And that is gutting for us. Teo looked on for a certain podium. Wow. Okay. Interesting then. Connor needs to get some work done. Connor still looking in 4th, and we're going to go to him. I'm just sticking another tier 2 driver on the list for us. Connor half a second off Roadrunner. The Roadrunner has his penalty. Oh, good save from Connor there. I thought he was going to go round again. Oh, Connor's got through on Roadrunner. Can he hunt down that P2? Oh, and Connor's just spun. Lovely. So that's any chance of a P2 gone for him. He's going to get that pretty easily. So oh, he spun again. We're going to get a simple win here, a simple P3 then. I think we're just going to stick with a P. I think it's going to stay like this actually. I don't think Zach Polis is going to get past Nicholas. I think Nicholas is going to drive really well to get a race win here, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for Connor, who's going to settle for a P3. So Nicholas is going to win them. We're going to have to settle for a P3 with DNF. And what I looks of it, it was AMG King's fault. I've just seen the clip from Teo on chat. But Connor will take a P3, probably well deserved P3, good recovery drive. Could be more well for the team. but P3 is a P3. Who got fastest lap actually? Oh, Road Runner. He nicked it. But P3, nonetheless, is alright. It could have been better, could have been worse. So yeah, we will see you in just under an hour's time for Tier 1 round 1 around Austria. See you in